Hi everyone. Woke up today at 5 o'clock. Cat wakes me up. I was at my Sky office and I remember it was like glass all around me, but it's just this sensation of glass. It's not real glass. And then I was talking to my energy, to my big energy, to my own self, and I asked, when is it all gonna be over? When are all these people who abuse us, who use us, are gonna be gone? And then I saw like multiple screens showing up in front of me, and they all, like pixels fall apart, like into little pieces or cubes or energy particles. And I saw this 24/25, and I think that's the year, that's my perception of it and feeling inside, that's gonna be the year. But I also saw, and then it switched to another timeline, and I felt a shift inside, like emotionally, even though it was a lucid dream, but I felt emotions of sorrow and something heavy like on my chest. And then I saw the world destroyed at the physical level, like the concrete pieces all over, kind of like after a massive hurricane, but I felt like it was destroyed by some bombs or wars, things like that. And then I opened YouTube in the morning, which I usually do when I feed the cat, just to see what's going on in Ukraine where my brother is. But what showed up, the first thing, is this British astrologer who he's old and he's been doing it all his life, and you could tell he bases his predictions on history. Like he said, that there's this time now of Neptune and Saturn in conjunction. So Neptune represents our imagination, our ability to create, and Saturn represents reality. He called it reality, but it really is fake reality, because Saturn is just like a big projector of certain frequency wave in which our eyes decode reality the way they want us to decode it, in a way, and the frequency they want us to be, because everything beats us down when we raise our frequency. When we feel better, all of a sudden you start getting problems in life, or people start in your family start attacking you, or situations show up like you have to deal with, and that's all Saturn to me. The thing about when I was listening about Neptune, I remember when I was little and my mother used to take us, me and my brother, to Crimea. Beautiful place, Black Sea and the mountains, hills, mountains, caves. There was this thing, like we didn't have phones, right, back then. And there were guys dressed up as usually Neptune, like he rules the seas, and my mother would pay money and they would take a picture of me. So I have like pictures of Oksana being from age, let's say 5 to age 12 or whatever, when after that she couldn't convince me to stay with them and take a picture, I guess, maybe. But I have this Neptune, and I always was thinking of Neptune for some reason. It's like one of those figures, but everything that in your life and related to your memories is for a reason, so you just have to connect and decode everything. And I think that's for a reason, because Neptune is a creation with your thought, with your energetic self, before it shows up in physical. So that makes sense what he said. He said he hopes that we're not gonna go into this big war, but the truth is, like, even Yesterday I saw, like, for some reason, Europe at war in my vision. So, but remember, that's one of the timelines. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen. So, because I feel like the people who tell you that, oh, we for sure are going to have nuclear bomb or the war, those serve the dark matrix, because they want to convince, the more souls they convince that it's going to go the negative timeline, the more energy they get for that negative timeline to occur for us, right? And at the end of the soul, even if the negative timeline becomes present and unfolds for us, whatever you believe in, whatever your frequency is, right, you're gonna survive as an observer, and you're gonna transition to a different reality, because I feel like they're sorting souls out. They're presenting the situations in our lives, and usually those are brought from the past to see if our reactions have changed, if we worked on ourselves, our feelings, our emotional responses especially. That's what I feel happening in my life, like the situations from the past keep happening, but they shut down quickly because my reaction is not what it used to be. I became desensitized to the situation, and it doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't preoccupy my mind. I don't think about it, like all this stuff, because I worked on myself. I mean, it took years and years, but it worked. It actually does work. It just takes time. It's not like it's magic or anything. But I wanted to tell you, let you know, that I feel like we are on this stretch of time, and for some reason I keep seeing my birthday everywhere. I think the kind of thoughts that it generates good feeling inside of me, like the swarms coming from the soul. I see number 116, even like on the license plate of a car passing by, or the time 116. Well, that means a lot to me, because that's my soul telling me, oh yeah, you're right, that's coming from me. So I just wanted to share this with you. I had an urge, and when I have an urge, that means my soul is taking over my body and speaking through me to you, and that's important to say. So I hope it helped you in any way. If it doesn't, that's fine, but the message is probably not for everyone, but for those who feel connected with me at a deep level, that message, is important to hear. Also, I feel like financial collapse already started in a way, because I have all kinds of problems with, like, people paying me and the money, and like people usually pay to my brother, right? And but the for like consultations sessions, but then they send one amount, and it's usually reduced by like $3 to $5 to $6 to $7, and I'm thinking, like, what is this? But I think there's something happening to this financial system that it just makes no sense, because before it worked perfectly, And I'm just saying, I noticed this, and to me it's a good news. It's a good news that something's malfunctioning, which is destruction is happening of the old systems of the world. So let's see what happens next, but I'm curious about all of this, what's gonna happen next. And I also feel like something like 24, and then my birthday, the 116, January 16th, around that time, maybe there's some big, I feel like there's big commotion gonna happen, like in terms of justice, people protesting, maybe some big changes in the world happening. So let's see. I'm curious about all of this. But for you, have a nice day. And hey, you know, even if you're on a high frequency, and even hurricane brings you good things. I mean, of course, I'm glad I'm not on Tampa side, but my kids are super happy. They didn't have school. They don't have school until Tuesday, so it's like 6 or 7 days of freedom, I guess. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you today. Have a nice day. Till next time. Bye.